Know your head status, and it is very, very important. And that is the reason why we are here for you. It is just free of charge. If you just get to Ajimo Beach, send you here. Very simple. You can just come for yourself.
Dede.
Hello.
Dede.
Okay, you know it.
Brief introduction about what NDL is all about. Just an organization that was formed by the then military president, by the person of military Badmosi Babangida in the year 1989 under the decree of 48 in 1989. And NDLA is under the Ministry of Justice. And the sole aim of this particular organization that was formed was to fight against use of hard drug, the planting, manufacturing, processing, and also distribution of the drug. So NDLA just formed to help to reduce the effect of drug abuse in our society. And I will make a brief reference to how drug abuse has been affected or has been causing harm to the society or the world in general. If you see that, if you see in the world today, we have over 5.6% of people that are using drugs globally, while Nigeria has 14.4% of people that are using drugs. And out of those people, we have from 1 to 7 of each person in Nigeria between the age of 15 to 64 is using one psychoactive substances or the other. And also, the most consumed hard drug in Nigeria is the cannabis sativa, which we all know. And also other major pharmaceutical opioids that people are consuming. Now let me go proper to what drug is all about, because we can't talk about drug abuse without talking about what drug is. To a layman, a drug is just a tablet or a local herbs or even the cocaine or the Indian hemp that's being consumed. While to a pharmacist, a drug is just a special treatment or medical chemical preparation, which sole aim is to give a pharmaceutical effect to cure illness or one disease or the other. Then, according to the United Nations Office of Drug and Crime Control, they define drug as any chemical substance that, when taken into the body by any means, gives a biophysical effect to the body. And let me go proper to what drug abuse is all about. Drug abuse, when the drug is prohibited by law, but we know what prohibition is. A drug that is not legally accepted by the society, it is called drug abuse. A drug can also be accepted by the society, but if it is being consumed more than it is required, it becomes drug abuse. And a drug that is not prescribed or medically recommended by a medical practitioner or a doctor is also called drug abuse. And before we forgot, we also have legal drugs. We have drugs that people do take when they are sick, like maybe if you have pain or you have headache or any other minor health issue, like you take paracetamol to relieve pain. You also take Panadol and other analgesics to relieve pain. And also for malaria, for treatment of malaria, we have the malaria drugs there. These are drugs that are legally accepted. But those ones that are not legally accepted, the marijuana, the cocaine, the Indian hemp, the opium, they are legally unaccepted or unaccepted by the society. Then what's the effects of drug abuse? Because everything that is being done has its own consequences. One, physical damages. Someone that is taking drugs can damage his or her organs like the heart, the liver, like a smoker now. A smoker is liable to die young, as we know. It's either the liver or the kidney is being damaged. And also premature deaths. People that are taking drugs, they are liable to die young. We also have the social effects, which is breaking of law and order. You see those people that are taking drugs, they are no longer obeying the law and order governing the society or the nation at all. Those people are likely to embark on committing one crime or the other, such as such as kidnapping and others. They also have the solutions to this. That's why we are here, to create an awareness about what the effect of drug is. One is the sensitization program, which we are all here to equip ourselves to go on to encourage people and also to discourage people from using hard drugs. And also we have the role the security personnel have to play to help to curb the effect of drug abuse.
The personnel
my gentlemen, fellow comrades. I'm part of the HIV and AIDS group, where we were sensitized and taught on the virus itself, the human immune deficiency virus, which is the HIV. This virus can be transmitted to persons through the body fluids from infected persons, which could be blood or semen or other body fluids. When it affects an individual, the individual becomes positive for the virus itself, and then it leads to different ailments, which is the acquired immune deficiency syndrome, the AIDS. And AIDS has different stages: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. And AIDS itself can lead to different ailments, like, for example, patients are come down with diarrhea, malabsorption syndrome, and they can go anemic, weak, and if nothing is done, it can further result to death. So it can also be gotten from sex. So when a person has sexual intercourse with somebody that is infected with the virus itself.
Thank you very much. A round of applause. SFA President.
With state code number 0Y/22A/2011. And I'm a representative of SFH, meaning Society for Family Health. SFH has really helped to reduce the number of unwanted pregnancies, and as well because of the pandemic of too much babies, unwanted babies, as well as the rate at which there are motherless babies around. And SFH has come into the place to solve the problem, thereby we bringing an initiative of a self-inject, which is a contraceptive that helps prevent unwanted pregnancy. And this self-inject, it is a DIY, that means you can do it yourself at home conveniently, and you don't even need the help of any healthcare official. That is, you can do it right at your own convenience. And self-care is of 3 dimensions, which is self-awareness, self-management, and self-testing. And in general, our coming out is to sensitize women that yes, that we can do our contraception ourselves, and it is more safer than the unwanted pregnancies that is on the high side. And as well, thanks to the federal government that bank of women, whereby they can care for themselves and even having to go for their contraception even without the consent of their husbands, whereby because of some husbands we actually want to keep giving birth more, and yet we women have to care for ourselves.
Thank you very much. Round of applause. SGG representative. Good afternoon, camp officials. Good afternoon, fellow corps members. Okay, my name is Omolide corps members. At the Sustainability Development Summit in year 2015, 193 countries came together. 193 countries of the United Nations came together to deliberate on what we want our world to look like by year 2030, and they agreed upon 17 goals, which are known as sustainable development goals. And this is what we have been training on as corps members in order to raise awareness at grassroots levels. At grassroots levels, in order for us to actively participate in realizing these goals. So I'll briefly be naming these goals. We have goal 1, which is low poverty. We have goal 2, which is zero hunger. We have goal 3, which is good health and well-being. We have goal 4, which is quality education. And we have goal 5, which is gender equality. Goal 6, which is clean water and sanitation. We have goal 7, which is affordable and clean energy. Then goal 8, decent work and economic growth. Goal 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. Goal 10, reduce inequality. We have goal 11. Okay, thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you, my members. We celebrate results. Program is brief
list of facilitators, and I would like to invite Mrs. Sitting on that
Mode of transmission of HIV and prevention strategies. We talk at length on the prevention strategies because we are here to breed new generation of CPET. We are here to breed a generation of ambassadors of HIV prevention. We could see that right from when we first noticed what HIV is, and that was in 1981 in Los Angeles, when the first detected HIV in homosexuals. It has been spreading far and near and killing many people. There are records of more of mortality and many morbidities up to date. And also, we all know that those that doesn't know their status on time die from this HIV when it becomes AIDS. And that is why all hands must be on deck for us to continue training and sensitizing people. We at the health section cannot do it alone. And that is why we need to involve others, especially the youth. And where we get more youth, and that is where you see us. On camp, we deal with youth mainly, because we all know that all core members are youths. So that's why we are training them, just to empower them, let them know what HIV/AIDS is, let them know the transmission, prevention strategies, so that they will go back to the community and impact others. They have to train others, go to various schools, and wherever they are posted to try and tell people about prevention modes, so that people will be aware and people will guide themselves against getting infected. Also, where they test people and detect somebody is positive, they are also trained on how to link people to management. So they have been well trained, at least 46 of them, 45 of them here are now CPETs. Kudos to the NYSC camp and the Oyo State that did this for us. And I believe at the end of the whole training, they have done so well and they are going to be graduated today. And when they get to the community, they are going to represent us all very well. Thank you so much.
Drugs issues which you have globally in the whole world. Drug issue is not only in Nigeria, it's the whole world. And NDLA was established in Nigeria to take care of issues of drug. Now, we are talking about drug abuse. NDLA is saddled with not only prosecutions, but sensitization of people concerning drug abuse. And that is why we have come down to NYC camp. We have memorandum of understanding with NYC, which we collaborate with them to sensitize people about drug abuse, to use the youth, that is the corpus, to go out and sensitize people concerning drug abuse. And that is why we have trained over 100 plus in this camp, so that they will go out to where they do their PPA to go and sensitize people concerning drug abuse. Thank you.
A round of applause. Thank you very much, sir. I will also be bringing back Mrs.
Push our trained core members to the community to go and represent us. They have to take an oath, because in HIV and SFH, we are dealing directly with lives. On that note, I want all HIV trained core members to be on their feet. All what you sing in the anthem is a message you are passing to people, and you must all follow the message. Don't just say it alone, and don't take the oath alone. So, let's go. Who is leading the song? We are youth of Nigeria. We are joyful, fighting HIV. We are leaders of tomorrow. In unity, we shall win. We are the one, we are the one, we are the children. We are the ones who make better days, so let's start living. There's a chance to make it. We're serving our own life. It's going to make a better day, just you and me. We are the one, we are the one.
many better days, so let's start living. There's a choice to make it. We serve in our own life. It's gonna make a better day, just you and me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Seatbelts, agents of change, agents of change. We are role models.
And I want you to know that to whom much has been given, much is expected. And I'm sure that so many of you registered, but few have been able to scale through the hurdles to get this recognition that you have been given here today. NYC has invested so much in this program. The federal government has invested so much in this program. The state government and the local government, respectively, have expended so much in this program. Don't just believe that the uniform you've been handed over, that has been handed over to you, that you're wearing today, is for the sake of wearing it. It means that you have a lot to do. It means that we are looking up to you for results. Mandates have been placed in your hands now, and we expect you to deliver at the end of the day. You are going out there as a flag bearer. You are going out there as torch bearers of this nation and of the National Youth Service Corps and of the different organizations that have sponsored your training. Please don't let us down. Don't let us down. Make sure that when you get there, what you have been taught, you put it into practice. And those young ones you are going to mentor there, let them remember you as long as they live. And remember that when you are going out there, you have to make sure that your name is written in gold on the sand of history. So on behalf of the state coordinator, I want to wish all of you congratulations, and I want to wish you the best of luck wherever you get to. Thank you very much, and God bless you.